Hi, everyone. My name is Peggy Ployhar. I'm the founder and CEO of SPED Homeschool, as well as part of the SPED Homeschool Review Crew. And today I am filling that role and reviewing a program for you created by Bridges Learning Systems called C Bridges, and the C Bridge, sorry. And it is a helpful program for clinicians and educators teaching students about neurodiversity. So that is about brain diversity, not about any other kind of diversity training. So this is just how people learn differently. And it can be extremely helpful if you are teaching a larger group of students. And this is something that maybe your co-op wants to focus on from a more fun or educational, non-religious type of point of view. It's more of a scientific approach and understanding, compassion, just seeing people differently and how they learn differently. And this may be helpful also if you find that a lot of kids are coming into your co-op, they're learning differently, they're receiving accommodations, and not all the other kids are understanding why. So this, like I said, is for educators and clinicians. So it wouldn't be something you would use in your home so much. You could. The company, when I talked to them, said yes, that parents could use this, but just know that it is a lot of content, and probably the Haven Bridge. And I did the review for that already, and you may want to look at that as well to compare which program might work best for you. But if you're in a more co-op or group setting, the C Bridge program has a lot of really good content and helping to help kids understand how other people learn and take in information, and a whole bunch of other things. I'm going to kind of dive into this just a little bit to show you what's involved in here. So you see there's a session 1, a session 2, and then there's bonus workshops. Each of these sessions are basically an entire semester of information. And as I pop into that, you'll see these little workshops here are not so little of workshops. They're really an entire hour or more of information for students and educators or teachers to go through. So in addition to each of these workshops, you'll see that they have a getting started PDF for the instructor or clinician. They have learning ideas if you're going to do this virtually, and then best practices for facilitating groups. Just some great ideas, downloadable PDFs that are super easy to access. I'm going to pop into just one of these to kind of give you an idea. And I thought I would go with senses because a lot of times we forget that our senses affect and other people's senses affect how they learn. Smells, lights in the room, just different sounds, how the chair feels that you're sitting on. And so this helps kids and educators to become aware of those types of things and how it might be affecting themselves as well as their neighbor. So there's some handouts that come with each of these. The educator handout has a lot of information on how to facilitate the group, what maybe it gives you checklists, boxes to write different things into. So I'm going to pop into there and just show you kind of what that looks like. And it takes you through just how many minutes you should spend on each slide. The slides are included down below. I'll get to those next. And so here you can list out the materials. They already give you what they provided, and then you can add in other things that you're going to need. So, and then your objective. So it really is a full lesson plan that is given to you in. Now, I have to reshare, but while I am doing that, we're going to go down and I'll show you exactly what's involved in this video in the workshop. So these are like PowerPoint slides. And so in some of the PowerPoint slides, there are embedded things, but then you also walk through various things. So they they give you a lot of stuff that you can show your students. You can skip through them if you want to, but lots of content. And so the video that's included with the shorter parent program
We
is
are the Inside
included
Sprites.
in
We've got
this,
news for you.
in these PowerPoint
Working
slides as well. So you're
together
getting
is what we
the
like to do.
content in there as well. And then you are able to share these questions with your group of students, and you're prompted. So you don't have to go back to your lesson plan. It's just right up on the screen when you hit next. And this is a copy, again, like I said, of that infographic that that came in the lesson plan. It actually is included in the parent handout as well, that is already done for you. So, but this helps you to just go through that information with the students while it's on the screen. And then there is a built-in storybook. And so you're going to go through, you're going to read that. You can turn the page here, or you can hit next. Both of them work the same. And so you can see that they kind of have some moving things in there to keep kids' attention. You can read that out loud. And then when you come to a point like this, there's a question. What should Jade do? Should she? And then you have one option in the blue and one option in the purple, and the kids can discuss and decide. And so it continues on like that. And then it shows what she decided, how it worked, and you just continue going through the story. And again, there's more decision points there. So, so that's the next part of the lesson. And then, as you can see, it's quite a lengthy story. Whoops, I'm going to go back here. And so then you have more discussion questions at the end. And so the kids can even dive deeper into what were some ways that the character interacted, and what's some ways that maybe they could apply those strategies in their own life. And then they talk about senses and what that student can do. There's a breath point where they can take some deep breaths. Deep breathing is something God created us to do. So whether or not you believe in meditation or whatever, taking deep breaths is good all around. And so then they talk about the worksheets, and completing the worksheets, and going on and building bridges. And so so the music is very Raffi. As you can see, Raffi is actually used in these videos. So so there's a lot of different things there for families to be able to use. I'm going to pop back, now that I think of it. We're going to go back up to the top. So down below was where the video was. And then they have homework pages, the infographic, and a variety of different things that you can use as well to send home to families, and also to use in your lessons. So lots of content. Like I said, this is a lot for, if you're using it at home, you may think that this is just a bit overwhelming, because it is a lot of information. As you can see in session 2, again, there's another 20 sessions. And so, and then back to the bonus workshops, you can see that there's another one talking about transitions. So really you have 41 lesson plans built into this program. And so just like I said before, it may be something as a home educator, it may be overboard, and you'd prefer to look at the Haven Bridge program, but maybe not. Maybe it's something that you really feel like your child would grasp onto, and you could make an entire year of this program within your homeschool. But it would be something to consider if you do have a homeschool co-op and you really want to help all of the students in your co-op to learn how each other learns differently, and to help them to be more understanding of those differences, and maybe how they could come alongside, because a lot of the stories in this program really teach them how to be compassionate, how to interact with, this is my difference, this is your difference, and how can we work together when we're not the same. And I guess that's a message that we don't often get in our society anymore. It's like, if you're not like me, then we can't be friends. But this program really focuses on, you're different than me, and we can still interact and we can still be friends. And there's ways to work that out if we understand how each other thinks, how each other learns, and how each other perceives different information. So definitely take a look at Seabridge by the Bridges Learning Systems, and see if it might be a good fit for you, your homeschool, or your homeschool co-op. And I'll be back next time for another review right here on the SPED Homeschool YouTube channel. Bye, everyone.